Good evening and welcome to Bennett Stump Field. You're watching CAS Channel 45 coverage of high school baseball. Tonight's matchup is between the PHS Big Reds and the Redskins of Hurricane High School. Mike Obelisk here with you along with Brian Daugherty. And the action has already started. The Hurricane Redskins led off their first inning there with a single by Cam Dunleavy, and he's already stolen a base. Now hitting for Hurricane will be the left fielder Bret Barber with a 2-0 count. He swings at the next pitch and gets it down to the third baseman, past the third baseman into left field for a base hit. The left fielder for the Big Reds, Riker Smith, collects it, throws it back into the infield. So now we have runners at the corners for the Redskins. And now coming to the plate is the catcher, number 15, Thor Meeks. Just 1 second, we'll run down the complete lineup for Hurricane, and also we'll tell you what the defensive lineup is as well. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and hit into the gap. Well, wait a second. No, the center fielder is able to collect it. He makes the catch, but that's not going to be able to stop runner Cam Dunleavy to come home for a run there, so he called that a sacrifice fly for the catcher and an RBI. And the Redskins take a quick 1-0 lead in the first inning. Yes. Having problems with the scoreboard here. We're trying to get that fixed. All right, now hitting is the cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Kyle Blank. Here comes the pitch. By the way, pitching for the Big Reds is number 30, Ryan Yoakum. Curveball from Yoakum comes in, and it's called a strike. So the count is now 1-1.
Big Reds here starting out the season, hoping to have a successful start to this season.
And they snap throw to first base, and runner gets back in safely. Gets a sign from the catcher, Yoakum does, and he looks in, he throws back to first base, and this time the runner is back in standing. Quickly, let's give you the defensive lineup for the Big Reds. In left field, Riker Smith. In center field, Brian Jumper. Right field, Kyle Sutphin. Zane Mathis playing third base. Sammy McCarthy playing short. Seth Fullerton playing second. And Ben Hutt playing first. Catching is Garrett Meyers, and as I said, on the mound is Ryan Yoakum, and the pitch comes in a little bit low. Nice stop by the catcher, Myers. But now the count is 2-1. And Yoakum looks in for a sign. And he looks the runner back, but no throw this time. There's a sign from our first base camera. He looks in at the runner at first base, and once again a throw. He had him leaning that time. Close play at first, but the runner was able to get back in safely.
Definitely spending a lot of time on that runner at first base.
They must have picked up a sign or something. They think he's going to be running. Again with the throw to first base. They are definitely keeping a close eye on Bret Barber at first base. I believe the count is still 1-1. Here comes now a pitch from Yoakum. Back up the middle, deflected by the pitcher Yoakum. Picked up by second baseman. He was able, no, he missed the tag. The umpire calls him safe at second base. It was a tough play. Yoakum deflected the ball and went to second baseman Seth Fullerton. He tried to pick it up real fast and make a tag, and apparently he missed it. And here comes head coach Alan Burns. He's going to come out and have a little discussion with the umpire.
Number 18, Justin Henry.
Nice shot up the middle. Actually, no, I think he's checking out and see if second baseman Seth Fullerton is okay. Well, just making sure everybody's on the same page, apparently.
Yeah.
Nice play by Yoakum, almost making the stop up the middle. He was able to deflect it. It would have been a good play. I thought he had him at second base. But. All right, now coming to the plate. We're going to call that a fielder's choice. So coming to the plate is now the pitcher, number 18, Justin Henry. We got runners at first and second, just one out and one run in for the Redskins. Now they're keeping a close look at him at second base again. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one on the batter. Must have been a good pitch because the catcher couldn't even handle it.
That's been a problem for the Big Reds. That's the catcher's second drop of the ball.
Well, he's throwing, definitely you can tell, he's throwing some really nice curveballs and sliders and such. Just a tough time for it. And there's a pitch. Ripped to left field. Left fielder has to stop it on one bounce, and he throws it back in. And guess what, folks? Redskins have the bases loaded now.
This could mean real trouble for the Big Reds here early on. Hergen's still up one run. And
Definitely don't want, first inning, you don't want to get into a huge hole like this. And if a base hit right here can bring in 2 runs very easily. Now batting for a Hurricane, the shortstop, number 4, Matt Richardson. We don't have any stats on any of these players, so we don't know who's hot right now, who's got really good batting averages, who's the big power hitters for Hurricane. But right now they seem to be handling everything that Yoakum is sending to the plate. Bases loaded, 1 run in. We're on the top.
Number 16 for Hurricane seems to be coming in as a pinch runner on first base.
Okay, all right. I didn't see that. Very good. And there's first pitch to Richardson, and that swung on and missed. That number 16 at first base would be, let me see here on my roster, John Gudla. It's a nice name there. Next pitch in, a little bit outside. 1-1 is now the count. Do you know what the record is this year, Brian?
No, I don't.
Big Red's record is 2-2, we've just been told. And that's 0-3. Oh my! The ball was hit to the left field fence. And where's he throwing to? There's nobody there. Okay. Well, we're going to score that a double and 2 RBIs, and then a run comes home. 2 runs will come home on the overthrow. So, whoa. And a big hold now for Big Reds to get out. That ball was crushed. It was crushed to the fence. The left fielder had to run that one down, and when he collected the ball, he threw it into the cutoff man. The cutoff man threw it to third base. Nobody was standing there. So he gets a double, 2 RBIs, and on the overthrow, 2 more runners home. So now the score is 5-0. And we're not even in the bottom half of the first inning yet.
The coach is out on the field telling the players what to do next. Seems like they're in a small state of confusion as 5 runs are scored in the first inning and trying to prevent any more with only 1 out.
That's right. All right, now coming to the plate is the designated hitter for Hurricane. His name is Derek Moore. He's wearing number 27.
Number 27, Derek Moore.
And it looks like head coach Alan Burns once again is talking. He might be wanting to do a defensive change here. Okay, so I stand corrected when it comes to the records. The record for the Big Reds is 0-3 And the Hurricanes' record is 2-2. And we have now figured out the code to the scoreboard operator. So now we're in business on a couple different fronts here. Okay, now the umpires are having a small discussion of what's trying to. I wish I had an ear on what's going on down there. I think they are just discussing on whether that error should have been probably a 2-base error or 1-base error. I am under the understanding if you overthrow, ball went into the dugout. In that situation, it's out of play. The runner gets 2 bases. And he was standing at second base when it happened. So I think all this discussion will end up for nothing. And looks like now we are ready to start playing baseball once again. 5-0, top half of the first inning. Just 1 out for the Hurricane Redskins, and designated hitter Derek Moore coming to the plate, awaiting his first pitch from Ryan Yoakum. Here it comes. Swung on, hit up the middle. Yoakum makes the stop. He looks over to first base, throws, and out number 2.
That's right. What the Big Reds need right now is just confidence boost. Right straight to the pitcher, Yoakum, and easy out to first.
Nice, easy play, yes. Okay, so that brings up the second baseman, Andy Walker. Pretty much getting to see everybody in the lineup for the Redskins this inning. And he hits it up the middle as well. This time the shortstop, McCarthy, picks it up, throws it over to first. Nice low throw, picked out of the dirt by Ben Hump, and that looks to be out number 3. So we had 5 runs in on 3 hits for the Redskins. So we'll be back in just 1 minute. You're watching CAS Channel 45 coverage of high school baseball, and we'll be back with the Big Reds in just 1 minute. Field, it's the bottom half of the first inning. Let's give you the Big Red lineup right now. Batting first will be the second baseman, number 24, Seth Fullerton. Batting second will be the shortstop, Sammy McCarthy. Batting third will be the first baseman, Ben Hupp. Batting fourth will be the DH, Charlie Taylor. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Garrett Meyers. Brian Jumper will bat sixth. Kyle Sutphin, the right fielder, will bat 7th. Riker Smith, the left fielder, will bat 8th. And then Zane Mathis will be batting 9th. He's playing third base. Pitching for the Hurricane Redskins this game will be number 25. No, wait a second. Sorry. Will be number 18, Justin Henry. Who are the big stars for PHS this year? Do you know, Brian?
I'm not exactly sure. It seems like a team of players that just ended up banding together, and hopefully they can band together to win this game down 5 runs.
It's going to be a tough hole to climb out of, though, but let's see what happens with leadoff hitter Seth Fullerton. He swings at the first pitch, pops it straight up in the air, and looks like Henry will be collecting that one for one very quick out. Down 5 runs, you definitely don't want to start off with that. Alrighty. Now coming to the plate will be the shortstop, number 25, Sammy McCarthy. And he waits his first pitch from Henry. Swings. They're not being very selective up there. They're just ripping at the first pitch.
Right there was foul right into the tower.
All right, here comes the second pitch to McCarthy. Swing! And he hits it into the gap, and nobody's going to be catching that one anytime soon. It goes all the way to the wall. The center fielder collects it, throws it in, but it looks like it's going to be a stand-up double for Sammy McCarthy.
So now it looks like Sammy McCarthy is our power hitter.
Yep.
We'll have to wait and see if the Big Reds have any others.
I'm pretty sure that this guy coming up here is also got a little bit of power to his swing as well. First baseman, Ben Hupp. Okay. Man, they're ripping at every pitch. If the pitcher has pitched 4 pitches, and they've been swung on each time. Been told that Ben Hupp this year has a home run on the year. And he waits a second pitch, and he swings on and goes towards foul territory, right side, and it goes out of play. So quickly 0-2 count on the first baseman. Runner at second. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Redskins up over PHS 5-0. Henry looks at the runner at second, brings the pitch home. Hupp hits it to the second baseman. He's going to advance the runner. Runner at third now, but 2 out.
Nice job by the Big Reds sacrificing one player to advance McCarthy.
Next up to bat, number 34, Charlie Taylor.
And now, with a runner at third base, Charlie Taylor, the DH, comes to the plate.
Charlie Taylor, a nice football star for the Big Reds this year. Have to see how he does at baseball.
Here comes the pitch. And finally holding off on a pitch, but this turns out to be a strike. Nice curveball by Henry. Now, 1 strike pitch comes in, swung on and tapped, and goes to the backstop. So quickly 0-2 the count once again. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one a little bit in the dirt. And Taylor holds off 1-2 the count. And Taylor awaits his next pitch. Here it comes. Outside. 2-2 the count.
Nice job by Charlie Taylor looking off the bad balls. Of course, he's also looked off a good ball as well.
And next pitch again outside. Those are tempting pitches when you're down with 2 strikes, but you just got to have a little bit of discipline up there and hold up. So now the count goes full. We got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third base for PHS and Charlie Taylor trying to bring home that runner. And here comes the full count pitch. And he hits it down the right field line, and it goes into foul territory.
Ball bounced up into the first baseman's jaw there, it looked like, out of the dirt.
And Taylor stays alive.
First baseman flexing that jaw a little bit before he gets back into position.
And here comes the full count pitch once again, a little bit low. All right, so now we got runners at the corners. All right, so now coming to the plate is the catcher, number 22, Garrett Meyers. He's got runners at the corners. Let's see a nice clutch hit from Meyers now. Henry gets the sign, looks at the runners, brings the pitch home. A little bit low. Oh, wait. Okay, and it looked like it was low, but he called it a strike. Catcher didn't even catch it cleanly, and he still called it a strike. And here comes the 1-strike pitch. Swung on, tapped to the backstop. 0-2 quickly. Each one of these Big Red hitters have been in the hole very quickly. They've been aggressive, swinging a lot of pitches, but a lot of 0-2 counts so far. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So looks like the Big Reds have left 2 on base. 1 double, Sammy McCarthy, so 1 hit in the inning, but no runs. We go to the top half of the second inning with the Redskins in the lead, 5-0. You're watching CAS coverage of high school baseball. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Back. Top half of the second inning, game between PHS and Hurricane High School. Hurricane lead 5-0. Up now will be the only batter who didn't bat for Hurricane in the first inning. Hurricane, that is, and that would be the right fielder, Billy Smith. He takes the first pitch. I think it was a little bit outside. Ball 1. Ryan Yoakum on the mound for PHS. Nice pitch. Inside with a curveball, but it was called a strike, so 1-1 now is the count. First inning for the Redskins started off with a couple of hits, sacrifice fly, fielder's choice, another hit, and then there was a big double and an error that caused 4 runs to score. So it was a big first inning for the Redskins.
There's a ball there. A little high.
Thank you. 2-1 now the count. And a big hole for PHS to climb out of now. Quickly. And next pitch in, nice curveball. Fly ball to the center fielder. Nice easy play for Jumper. And 1 out in the inning. Now we're back up to the top of the order for Hurricane and center fielder Cam Dunleavy. He doubled to start off. No, actually, he singled to start off the game. Started off the big 5-run first inning for the Redskins. He waits his first pitch now from Yoakum. Outside, strike 1. Looked like the umpire took a little bit of time to think about that one. Outside, way outside, 1-1 the count. Umpire didn't have to think about that one too much. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Tap back up the middle, and it's going to get by the middle infielders and into center field for a base hit. So Dunleavy is 2 for 2 on the day already. We got 1 out in the inning, and here comes the left fielder Bret Barber. He also singled.
Let's see if they continue watching Barber, though, on first base here.
Yep. They are watching, and he goes. First pitch, and looks like he got there in pretty easily. Great jump by the runner there. Would have taken a tremendous throw to get him, and they didn't get it. So now we got a runner at second, 1 out after the stolen base. Runner in scoring position for Mr. Barber. He waits I think that would be 2-1 now. Or maybe 2-0. He looks at the runner. Brings the pitch home, curveball outside, and called a strike. Boy, he just takes his good old time calling that strike. We have to sit here and think about it for a minute. 2-1 the count on Barber. And he goes, and nobody's looking. They got him though. Took a little bit of time there. He actually jumped towards third base before a pitch was even thrown, and the pitcher was able to collect his thoughts, look over third base, make a nice throw, and caught stealing 1-5 there.
I think he probably helped the pitcher out there more than anyone.
Yes, he did. So now we got 2 outs, nobody on base. 2-1 count on the hitter. Now they can center their efforts on him. And he called a strike. Usually the umpire has a special call for a strike 3, and that's what it looked like he gave that time.
The first and second baseman, they started pull in.
Oh!
Now they can pull in.
You don't have to throw to third base, son, because that's the third out. So nice pitch. Strikeout. Out number 3. So 1 hit for the Redskins, but nobody home. So after 1.5 innings of play, I said Caldwell. It'd be Hurricane 5, PHS 0. We'll be back in just 1 minute. You're watching CAS coverage of high school baseball. For the bottom half of the second inning, Brian Jumper will be leading off. He's the center fielder, and he sees pitch number 1, swings. Once again, they're ripping at the first pitch, and he fouled it into the backstop for strike 1.
Seems like he's throwing a good first pitch. It's just Big Reds aren't getting the good bat on it.
He must be getting a fat pitch every time, but just like you said, they're not getting good contact on it just yet. Best hit was that double by McCarthy in the first inning. Next pitch, high, ball 1. 1-1 the count. And nice pitch that time. And let it go right by. 1-2 the count. Five-run first inning for Hurricane. Put PHS in a big hole to get out of now. Let's see if they can get some runners on base here and get something going. Next pitch in the dirt, 2-2 the count. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball, strike 3. Nice cut, just didn't make contact on it. That brings up number 7, the right fielder, Kyle Sutphin. You know a little bit about this guy, don't you, Brian?
Oh, the starting quarterback for the Big Reds this year.
Yep.
Did a nice job. More accurate than powerful. Hopefully you can find some accuracy here and be able to hit the ball.
Here you go. First pitch in the dirt and also a little bit inside, ball 1. And next pitch hit to the third baseman. Nice pickup. Throw over to first base and out number 2. Nice play by the third baseman, Parker Lang. I haven't mentioned his name yet. All right, quickly 2 outs in the inning, and now the left fielder, Riker Smith, is going to take a cut for the Big Reds. Here's first pitch from Henry, a little bit high, and called ball 1.
Riker Smith, a name you didn't hear that much, but he was also a member of the Big Reds football team this year.
This one in the dirt and gets away from the catcher, ball 2. Yeah, you're right. I didn't hear his name much this year for football. Is he a sophomore?
No, he is a senior.
Oh, okay. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. This time in there for a strike. Swung on, hit back up the middle. I don't think the shortstop's going to catch up with that one. So base hit for Riker Smith. Just kind of got the bat out there, made contact, and then went up the middle and got through.
And that's all you need.
Yep. 2-out hit. Here comes. So now for the Big Reds is the number 9 hitter, third baseman Zane Mathis.
I do believe he's a freshman.
A freshman, really?
Yes. Played basketball this year for the Big Reds.
All right. And a nice rip, but out of play. Man, you got a good swing on that one.
That was close to be staying in, but looks like maybe the wind is blowing that way. Maybe it got it, maybe it didn't, but it's still a foul ball.
That's right. So 0-1 is the count. Smith gets a lead at first base. Nice lead. I don't think with 2 out, I don't think he's not going anywhere. And a tap towards the right side of the field. Nice pickup by the second baseman. He actually caught it, but he wasn't able to make the throw in time. So infield hit for Zane Mathis. Keeps the inning alive for the Big Reds. Nice play by the second baseman, just getting there, Andy Walker. But after he collected the ball, he wasn't able to get up and make the throw in time. That still goes as a hit. So now we got 2 on, we got 2 out, and now leadoff hitter Seth Fullerton, the second baseman, now coming to the plate. This is the time for Big Reds to make some noise. A little 2-out magic here. First pitch to Fullerton, curveball, nice curveball. Had Fullerton's knees bent in a little bit, and it goes into there for a strike. There was a huge bend to that curveball. Trying to keep that runner at second close. There's not anybody going anywhere. Another nice curveball and called a strike. My. Fullerton does not look like he's ready for that curveball. 2 strikes now on the batter, 2 outs. We got 2 runners on. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So that ends the inning. We had 2 hits, no runs, 2 left on base. So after 2 full innings of play, we're back. It's the top of the 3rd inning, and leading off the inning for the Redskins is the catcher, Thor Meeks. Yes, that's right, Thor. Apparently his family is of Scandinavian descent or something. So, all right. So the first pitch that he sees is a little bit high, but called a strike. In the first inning, Thor had a sacrifice fly that brought home the first run for Hurricane.
That's a ball right there.
Ball, so evens the count at 1. Interesting name, Thor. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Nice pickup, throw over, and out. Nice play by Zane Mathis.
Next up for the Redskins is number 11.
That's a better start for the Big Reds than it's been for the first 2 innings.
That's right. All right, now coming up is the first baseman, Kyle Blank. First time up, he hit into a fielder's choice. And he was part of the 4 runs that came home on 1 hit, basically. Bases loaded double and an overthrow. 4 runs in. First pitch he sees a little inside, ball 1. Nice pitch. Swung on, hit down the out of play territory, down the third base line.
Coach tries to barehand
That's
it, but
right.
can't get the handle on it.
I guess you'd have to score that E, coach. Count evens at 1. Looks like Yoakum has settled down a little bit since the first inning. Nice pitch. Okay. The umpire said that was still a little bit outside. It was a good curveball, and I thought he was going to do his little delayed call like he's been doing, but the arm didn't come up, so the count is 2-1. Nice pitch, strike 2. Ooh, swung on, hitting out of play. Nice line drive. Looks like it was heading towards a couple spectators out there, a couple of dog walkers.
Good thing it hit the fence.
I have seen a couple of windows get hit in games here. A couple of right here at City Park, Bennett Stump Field. Their cars are easy targets. Hitting to left field, nice play, nice catch. Out number 2, Riker Smith making the catch.
Not sure that this is what the pitcher was hoping for. It's just to throw it in there, have the hitter hit the ball into the outfield and catch it.
Yep. Well, I mean, anytime you got a good defense behind you, I mean, you get a little bit extra confidence, that's for sure. And every time there's even 1 or 2 errors, sometimes the pitcher can start pressing a little bit, so trying to make the perfect pitch each time. First pitch to the opposing pitcher, Justin Henry, is called a strike. 2 outs in the inning here. We're in the top half of the 3rd inning here at City Park Field. And nice, wow, he put some air underneath it. The left fielder's going back, and he makes the catch. Looks like he made the catch on the warning track. So, and that would have been Riker Smith once again. So, 1-2-3 inning for Yoakum and the Big Reds. We're going to be now head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning with the score, Hurricane 5, PHS 0. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Bennett Stump Field here at Parkersburg City Park. And the Big Reds are now coming up to the plate in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, trying to get caught back up in this game, down 5 runs. And leading off this inning will be the shortstop, Sammy McCarthy. In the first inning, he doubled and got as far as 3rd base, but Big Reds weren't able to bring him home. As I understand, that is a problem for them this year. They get some spot hitting here and there, and they're not able to get the runners home. And that's the point of the game right there, folks.
That's definitely a problem if you can't advance your runners to home.
McCarthy's first pitch, and this time he does not swing at the first pitch, as many of the Big Red hitters have been doing, and that was a good choice right there. Went in the dirt, ball 1. So far, pitcher Justin Henry for Hurricane is pitching a pretty good game. He's already collected 3 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 hits in this game. No walks so far. But the second pitch to McCarthy, and once again in the dirt, ball 2 is the count now. It's important for the Big Reds to get this leadoff hitter on. Swing and hit high in the air into the left field foul territory. Looks like it's going to go out of play. Strike 1. Got a little air underneath that one.
Just a little.
And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit to right field. It looks like this is going to go foul once again.
And it does.
And count evens up at 2. Outfielders are playing rather deep for McCarthy. He probably could get one of those bloops in pretty easily.
Looks like he's aiming for the left field fence, actually.
And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit to the backstop. Stays live. Brian, that ball's not going to come in here. I promise you.
Well, you look down, you have these spectators doing the exact same thing. So
nice little screen there. It's not going to hit us.
well, there's a little hole there.
That's true. That's true. Outside corner and strike 3 is the call.
That was a close call right there.
I think that was, I don't know. Outside corner. That's why I'm not getting paid those big bucks, I guess, though.
Yeah.
So 1 out in the inning. Ben Hupp now the hitter for PHS. Ben's 0 for 1 on the day. He tapped to the second baseman in the first inning. First pitch he sees a little bit outside. Ball 1 is the count. Next pitch swung on, hit to right field. And the right fielder's got to move back. And it's going to end up over his head all the way to the wall. Hupp rounds first base. Going into second. And once again, a stand-up double for the Big Reds.
And we finally have another runner on.
That's right. They just got to find a nice move. Yes, thank you, Brian. The rooster has sounded. I guess that means a double for the Big Reds. But it would be so nice if they could do that, leading off the inning instead of, getting that first out. But so we've got a runner at second now. Charlie Taylor up to the plate. He walked in the first inning. And here comes the first pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1.
Pitcher drops the ball at the mound. Just
be nice if he dropped it and got far enough away from him where the runner could advance to third base. But they're gonna try and keep him close there at second. Here comes the pitch, curveball, and there for a strike. Evens the count at 1. Looks like the Big Red hitters have not figured out that curveball yet. One won the count. And here comes the pitch to Taylor. Swung on, tapped to the shortstop. He's able to make the play. He throws to first. He is out at first. And looks like a double play. The runner at second, Hupp, tried to advance on the throw from the shortstop. So that goes as a 6-3-5 double play. And looks like they ran themselves out of the inning once again. So 1 hit. And nobody left on base. No runs in either. After 3 innings of play, Hurricane 5, PHS 0. You're watching CAS Channel 45. Okay, we're back now at the Benestetten Field here at Parkersburg City Park. And here comes the first pitch of the 4th inning from Ryan Yoakum to, let's see here. We got the shortstop, Matt Richardson's up for Hurricane. Matt had the big double. With the bases loaded, brought home 2 runs, and then on the overthrow, 2 more runs came home off of that. So that was the big blow for Hurricane right now. And now the count evens up at 1 on Matt Richardson. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Yoakum, and way outside. That one got away. 2-1 the count. Here comes the next pitch. Curveball. And not good enough for the umpire to say strike. So 3-1 the count. Since those 5 runs have scored, Yoakum has definitely settled down. I mean, they haven't gotten a hit off of him since then. Actually, 1 hit since then. That's actually the first walk of the game there, as Matt Richardson goes to first base. That's the first walk for PHS. Pitching. Now coming to the plate is the DH, Derek Moore.
For the Redskins is number 27, Garrett Meyers.
He tapped out to the pitcher, Yoakum, in the first inning. They set up outside. I think they were going to do a little mini pitch out there, see if the runner was going, and he was not, so it goes as ball one. That time the catcher set up way outside, see if they could get him leaning. It looks like he's... All right, looks like they called a balk on the pitcher, Yoakum. Apparently made a misstep somewhere, and so they give the Richardson second base now on the balk. Here comes the pitch, and he did definitely go. It was in the dirt, but he made a check swing on it, and he went. So the count evens up at 1. Richardson is getting a big lead at second base. I think Yoakum's thinking about that too much. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Derek Moore, the DH. Swung on, tapped into the ground, foul. 1-2 now the count.
Well, if he could tap that ball in a different direction, maybe it'll help out this team, but
one of the few times the PHS pitcher has been ahead of the hitters now in the count, and it evens up at 2 now with the pitch being outside. Trying to keep the runner close at second base. He takes a look at the runner, and now the pitch comes home, swung on and tapped to the shortstop, and no chance to make the play at third, so he throws over to first, and they get the out. I agree with that. I heard somebody say it looked like he pulled his foot, but the umpire does call him out, so now got a runner at third, 1 out. And Andy Walker, the second baseman's up at the plate now. In the first inning, he tapped out to the shortstop to end the inning, and the threat for the Redskins in the first inning. But now he's got a runner at third. He waits the first pitch from Yoakum in the dirt, and ball 1.
Yoakum needs to find his groove again, trying to get the ball back to where it needs to be.
That's right. Swung on and hit into the gap in center field. I think nobody's going to be able to catch that one, so another run in for the Redskins. Nice hit for Andy Walker. And that's just another bad break for the Big Reds. The only reason why that runner was in scoring position to begin with was because of the balk. And then he moved to third base on the tap out to the shortstop. So just bad luck for the Big Reds there.
He got the ball where it needed to be that time.
Yep.
Just couldn't get it.
It was just a nice single. It was hitting an area that no fielder could make a play at all. So now a runner home and now a runner at first base for the Redskins. 1 out. And now to the plate is Billy Smith, the right fielder. And a base hit to the left side. It's snuck through the left side of the infield there. Now we got runners at first and second. Still just 1 out.
This is not what you need if you're the Big Reds.
Exactly. And the leadoff hitter Cam Dunleavy's coming to the plate now. And so far, Mr. Dunleavy is 2 for 2. And here comes the first pitch, swung on, hit up the middle, base hit. Runner at third is going to round and come home. Here comes the throw. I think they had the runner going from second to third. They looked home first, and because of that, that cost them. Now we got runners at the corners and another run home. So Count Dunleavy now is he is now 3 for 3 now with an RBI. And now we have runners at the corners. And Bret Barber up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day, single and a strikeout. They had the runner going from second to third, and he just looked home. The cutoff, the pitcher was actually the cutoff at that point. They had the runner hung up, going from second to third, and he decided to try and go home with it instead, and that cost them. A little hesitation, and now we got runners at the corners.
Watching Dunleavy, the guy from third almost stole home. If the pitcher hadn't turned around as fast as he did.
Now the runner at first goes to second without a throw. So 2 runners in scoring position.
Trying to hold the runner at third. Sacrifices another base.
Who's up? Oh, yeah, Bret Barber. That's right. I think I said that. 2 on, just 1 out, 2 runs in this inning. And the ball almost hit a couple of his teammates there. Swung on, tried to reach for it, and went up the end of his bat and almost went into the Hurricane dugout. 1-1 the count.
That wouldn't be good for the Hurricane Redskins as Thor is out there.
He almost hit Thor. Nice pitch. And caught the inside corner, strike 2.
Yeah, it's not that good to hit the God of Thunder.
Yeah, you don't want to have him on your case, that's for sure.
Good thing it's a clear day.
1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch from Yoakum. Swung on and missed. And the catcher dropped it, so he's going to have to throw the first to collect the out there. And which he does. Now 2 outs. Second time they've got Barber to strike out. All right, doesn't get any easier, though, as Brian said, because here comes the God of Thunder, Thor Meeks, coming to the plate. Technically, he's only 0 for 1 on the day, but he does have an RBI. He had a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Yoakum's got to stop the bleeding here. Let's see if we can get Thor to chase one. Nope, inside, and a little bit too inside, ball 1.
Well, it is a good thing that we have a meek Thor on our hands.
Jeez. Yeah, so to speak. Next pitch. Outside this time. So he hit exactly where the catcher set up, but it was 2 outside. So 2-0 the count. They're being really careful with Thor.
Well, they're taking it right to him, taking it far outside. Let's see what they can do getting it right in the middle.
There you go. There you go. That was outside corner, but it was definitely a strike. So 2-1 the count. 2 runs in for Hurricane this inning. It is now 7-0. And possibility of more here. Once again, outside. They're hitting. They are setting up every time outside. Pretty much the catcher Myers, he's not moving his glove, but apparently it's just a little bit too outside for the umpire's liking. 3-1 the count. With first base open, and there must be just going to be really careful with him. Curveball that time. Strike. Once again, an umpire took forever.
Finally sets up inside and
Jeez.
gets Thor thinking there.
So now the count goes full. We've got 2 outs. This could be the payoff pitch here. Here it comes. Swung on, tapped into the backstop. So we have to go through this all over again. 3-2 the count. Yoakum gets the sign. He shakes a couple of them off. Takes a look at the runner at second base, and here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Apparently tapped foul. It goes all the way to the backstop. So, once again, Thor stays alive.
Thor most likely is just going to keep on hitting him until he gets the one he likes.
That's right. It's the whole key. You got to stay alive until you find the right pitch. Here it comes. Swung on. Outside corner, strike 3. Thank you very much. Woo, that was a big strikeout right there. All right. But the damage has been done, though. 2 runs in on 3 hits. 2 left on base. So after 3.5 innings of play, now the score is Hurricane 7, PHS 0. We'll be back. You're watching CAS Channel 45. All right, we're back to Bennett Stump Field here at Parkersburg City Park. Now the score, Hurricane 7, PHS 0. Coming up to the in the 4th inning for PHS will be Myers, Jumper, and Sutphin. Those are the 3 that are due up.
This is exactly what the Big Reds need now. They're down by 7 runs, but they have to see what they can do about getting a rally going on here in the 4th inning.
Here you go. In the first inning, Myers struck out, so we're going to see. Hopefully we get something a little bit better out of him this time. Takes the first pitch, a little bit outside, ball 1. Actually, a little bit inside, I should say. Sinks out and almost hit him in the foot. Here comes the next pitch. Fastball strike. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Big Red's got to make some noise this inning. Next pitch, inside corner, strike 2, 1-2 the count.
Another late call by the umpire, but he again calls a strike.
This one wasn't quite so dramatic, though, like the last one was. Swung that arm out there. Strike 3. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Waved at an outside pitch. And Garrett Meyers 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. All right, now coming to the plate is the center fielder, number 11, Brian Jumper, also striking out. He struck out in the 2nd inning to lead off. And he waits his first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, hit into out of play, right side, and actually going to hit a car, I think.
Got to feel sorry for the owner.
As I said, and here, your car is an easy target here at Bennett Stump Field. Next pitch he sees a little bit outside, gets away from the catcher, goes all the way up to the backstop. 1-1 the count. Gets away from Thor. We'll have fun with that name, I'm sorry. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Henry to Brian Jumper, way high, ball 2.
Well, either the pitcher was mad at the umpire or ball just got away from him.
Yeah, they used to have a play where they called, it was the pitch out, and the catcher would get out of the way, but it would be a pitch right down the middle and hit the umpire.
Oh.
I've seen that play run before. That's a little bit dastardly, I would say, but 3-1 now the count on Brian Jumper. PHS could use a leadoff walk, except no, this one gets hit to the gap. Nobody's going to catch it. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Brian Jumper rounds first, goes into second base, and finally a stand-up double that leads off something. That's the 3rd double of the game for PHS, but every time it's happened up to this point, there's always been one out. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It's not the leadoff because Garrett Meyers just struck out. So once again, another double that hopefully won't go wasted.
Kyle Sutphin now up to bat for the Big Reds.
Kyle, first time up, he grounded out to the 3rd baseman, so 0 for 1 on the day. Could use a big hit for Kyle. First pitch he sees in the dirt and also outside, ball 1.
Maybe trying to check and see if Jumper will try and run.
Man, hopefully down 7 runs. I'm hoping he's not running. Good ball. And swung on, hit to the 3rd baseman. He gets a little bit of leather on it, and he's not able to make the stop. So it looks like the runner Jumper is going to come around and score. Now, if I were the official scorer, I would say that's a single, but I don't know. I'm waiting on somebody to agree with me. I want to say that's a single and an RBI for Kyle Sutphin. It was a tough play. The 3rd baseman did get leather on it, but it was a tough play. I don't know if he would. I don't know.
Sutphin had a chance after Thor wobbled the ball, and back here by the PHS dugout. And
I'm just going to be generous. I'm going to give him a single and an RBI on that. So 1 run in for PHS. Now we got Suffin at first base and Riker Smith now up to the plate in the first inning. He singled. Had a couple of 2-out singles in the second inning, but PHS was not able to get anything going. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch, swung on and missed, so strike 1. Man, it was a shot off the bat of Sutphin. It was a tough play for the third baseman, I think. So he was able to get a little bit of leather on it, but I think he had his eyes closed when he did it. So next pitch, way outside for Riker Smith, 2-1 the count.
Once again, I do believe they're trying to check the runner and see if he'll run if they end up making a big mistake.
Does Sutphin have a lot of speed? Is he a fast runner?
He has a little bit of speed on him.
There he goes. And it could go wasted. It's popped up going into left field foul territory, and the left fielder is able to make the catch, so Sutphin's going to have to go back to first base. A little bit of hit and run action there for PHS, but once again, they were not able to execute. That was a good time for it.
Up to bat is number 23, Zane Mathis.
The runner's going, and he was swinging, and man, if he was able to get some good contact on it, Sutphin might have scored from first base. But now it's 2 outs, and Zane Mathis now to the plate. He singled also in the bottom half of the second inning. Sutphin also goes on that one, but Mathis foul tips it into the catcher's mask. Sutphin has to go back to first base again. Oh, was it the umpire? Okay. I saw something flying there.
Nope, there's no thunderclouds yet.
He made Thor mad. 2 outs. Sutphin on first base for PHS. 1 run in for PHS, so that makes the score 7-1. I think our screen says 8-0. It should be 7-1. Thank you, Keith. 0-1 pitch now. Oh, nope, going back to... And it gets away from the first baseman. So Sutphin's going to end up at second. Let's see if he rounds. Something tells me he could... Well, that's probably a good move. What's he doing? There's nobody at third base, and they threw it. Oh, my gosh. If you could only see the action there. I was hoping you can. Okay, yeah, you could. The ball got away from the first baseman. They were trying to pick off Sutphin at first base and went all the way to the fence. He throws it to somebody in left field. But apparently it wasn't far enough there for Sutphin to try to get to third base. So now Sutphin stands at second base, still 2 outs in the inning. And 1 strike is the count on Mathis.
I saw it in pregame. The Hurricane team having trouble handling the balls that were coming in by third base.
Their third baseman might be young, might be a freshman. I don't have. Well, yes, I do. Who's playing third base for? That would be Parker Lang. Parker Lang is a freshman, so. And there's a little blue pit, and the shortstop comes in and makes a diving catch into foul territory. Matt Richardson with a fine catch for Hurricane, and that ends the inning for the Big Reds. So 1 run in on 2 hits. But once again, wasted opportunities here. So we'll be going now to the 5th inning in just 1 minute. You're watching CAS coverage of high school baseball, Big Red Baseball on Channel 45. We're back. It's now the 5th inning here in this matchup between PHS and Hurricane High School. Hurricane enjoying a nice 7-1 lead. 5 runs in the first inning and 2 runs in the 4th inning have given them a pretty big cushion over Big Reds. And looks like a new pitcher for PHS, number 50. What?
55.
55. I don't have his number on the roster. Does anybody know who he is? I don't have 55 on the roster. Well, number 55 is pitching for PHS, and we'll let you know who that is in just a minute as soon as we figure it out. Can you tell who that is?
No.
Okay, we're being told it could be Justin Williams. So that works for me. So we'll call him Justin Williams until somebody comes up here and tells us differently. Seeing as how this is tape delay coverage, we won't know until tomorrow if we're wrong. So Ryan Yoakum's day is over. And looks like he gave up 7 runs. They were all earned on 7 hits. He had 3 strikeouts and 1 walk. So just unfortunate. Just some. They had the big inning in the first inning where they scored 5. Of course, 2 runs came home on an error. But just some good timely hitting for Hurricanes. So Ryan Yoakum's day is over, and now coming to pitch, we're saying Justin Williams for PHS. And looks like we've got some. And it looks like we got a new catcher in there as well. Charlie Taylor, who was DHing up to this point, is now catching. We'll try and catch up with the rest of the defensive changes here in just a little bit. Ankrum. Wesley Ankrum. Okay, so number 55 is Wes Ankrum. My apologies to the Justin Williams family. All right, so the first pitch from Ankrum to Kyle Blank, the first baseman, and outside, ball 1.
Good thing no one was on base there.
And here comes the next pitch from Ankrum. Swung on and hit to center field. Going back a little bit. Way back. And all the way to the wall. So it's going to be at least a double. Okay. So leadoff double for Kyle Blank. Off the bat, it looked like it was going to be a nice, easy catch for the center fielder, but he kept going back, and went all the way to the wall. So runner at second and nobody out. Now to the plate is the pitcher, Justin Henry. On the day, he is 1 for 2, single. And a run scored. Sees the first pitch and check swing, way too far, strike 1. Take a look at the runner at second. But it looks like Ankrum's coming home with the pitch. Sidewinder comes home and a little bit outside. He's got a nice sidearm delivery, kind of.
Those can be more powerful, but a little bit less accurate.
1-1 pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle, and into center field for a base hit. That looks like the runner's going to hold, and they're able to get it back into the cutoff man. So now runners at the corners, but nobody out. All right, Matt Richardson now to the plate. Well, he's 1 for 1, 2 runs scored. He walked in the 4th inning, and he had the big 2-run double in the 1st inning, also coming home on an error. So big day for Mr. Richardson. Also made a couple of nice defensive plays out there as well. Ankrum comes home with the pitch inside, and strike 1. It's caught a little bit of that plate. Ankrum checks, gets a signal from catcher Charlie Taylor. Looks at the runners, comes home. A little bit high and inside, ball 1. 1-1 the count.
Seems like the seniors have brought the fire alarm once again.
Is that what that was?
That's the PHS seniors out there in the parking lot.
Thank you very much. 1-1 count. Runner goes, but the ball's hit into right side foul territory. So now the count 1-2. This is definitely not what the Big Reds needed at this point in time. One-two pitch from Wes Ankrum outside. Nice stop by Taylor. He's able to keep that runner at first base. And now the count evens at 2. And here comes the 2-2 pitch from Ankrum. Outside. Waiting for that delayed call by the umpire, but didn't get it that time. Count goes full, 3-2. He's rung up a couple people on that pitch, on that location, but he didn't on that one. He decided, well, let's see if we can do it again. 3-2 pitch. A little bit high. Strike 3!
First strikeout of the game, I do believe, for the Big Reds.
First strikeout for Ankrum. Actually, Yoakum had a couple. So, first out. Boy, you can bake a cake in the amount of time it takes him to call strike 3. Okay, now coming to the plate will be, and that was good, because Richardson has definitely been trouble for Big Red so far. Now that brings Derek Moore, the DH, to the plate. Derek Moore, 0 for 2 on the day, grounding out to the pitcher and to the shortstop. The first pitch he sees, I believe, was a strike. Did he swing at that?
No.
Well, let's just say a strike anyway. Maybe the umpire will tell us wrong. Throw over to first base, and runner dives back in, but wasn't real close. And here comes the pitch from Ankrum. And the runner goes inside. He tries to get him at first. Oh, no. That's going to bring – nope. Okay. Okay, the catcher Taylor tries to throw to second base. Second baseman actually was going to cut it off and bring it home in case the runner at third came home. But it caromed off his knee, got away from him. I thought that runner was going to try it anyway. So
he did. The coach actually told him to go, but he just didn't think he could make it.
Yeah, he held up. I think he was told to go. So all that excitement, it just turns out to be one little stolen base. Runners at second and third now. And the count now evens at 1. Two runners now in scoring position for Hurricane. Next pitch. Nice pitch for Ankrum. Goes as a strike. The count now is 1-2. Or maybe 2-2. Something like that. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, tapped with the infield in. Stop at oh, nice play at first base. The shortstop, Sammy McCarthy, got the stop, and he looked the runner back at third before throwing to first, and it made that play first awful close, but it's still, the umpire called him out. So now we got 2 outs in the inning.
Next up is number 8, Andy Walker.
Infield was playing in exactly for that purpose, and it worked in their favor that time. He just almost took a little bit too much time with that throw to first base. So now we got 2 outs in the inning, still 2 runners in scoring position. The first pitch to Andy Walker, the second baseman, goes for a strike. Andy Walker 1 for 2. Yeah, he's got a run scored and an RBI on the day. He knocked in one of the runs in that 2-run 4th inning. Swung on and tapped out of play right side, and that's gonna
just barely missed the car.
So close. That had back window all over it, but
the wind just died on it.
That's right. Quickly 0-2 the count now on Andy Walker. This could be a big out here for Ankrum if he can get him. Swung on and hit into the Hurricane dugout once again. Bodies flying. Wasn't pretty.
He's doing his best to stay alive out here, and
that's right.
Killing the rest of his team.
He's staying alive, but in the process, he knocked a couple of his teammates out. So, no, actually, it's not quite that bad, folks. Big lead for the runner at second now. Nobody's covering. Hit gets into the gap. It's definitely going to be 2 runs. Swung on and hit. Oh, and just over the first baseman's head. Oh, man. That's going to go for 2 runs. And Walker goes into second base sliding with a double. Man, it was a good hit. And if Ben Hupp would have been 6'5", it would have been out. But it was just able to get a little bit over his glove. 2 runs in for the Hurricane Redskins.
9-1 now is the score for the Redskins.
Man, that was so close. If he'd just been a couple inches taller, he would have got him.
Coach is coming out to talk to the pitcher, and I don't know, maybe there's some confusion going on out here, but
Well, baseball is a game of inches just like that. One hit brought home 2 runs. If he'd just been a little bit taller, that would have been they'd have been out of the inning. So probably what Coach Burns is going out there is just trying to settle his pitcher down. I don't have you know if Ankrum is a sophomore or a junior or anything like that? Ankrum is a freshman, so probably what's going on is Coach Burns is going out there almost out of the inning. Now they're 2 runs in, so he's just probably going out there and settling his pitcher down. Now up for the, let me see what number he is. Okay, that would be number 9. Billy Smith, the right fielder, now up. He's the number 9 hitter for the Redskins, and he takes a pitch outside. Still got a runner at second now. I think the count now is 2-0.
it's 1-1.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Sorry.
First pitch was called a strike.
Okay. Here comes the next pitch. Tap to the third baseman, Zane Mathis. He makes the throw to first base, and it's misplayed by not a great throw. That's still the job of the first baseman to stop that kind of stuff. So another run home for the Redskins. I'm going to say E5 on that one. And another run home for the Redskins. That makes it 10-1.
Up to bat is number 10, Cam Dunleavy.
Good stop by Mathis, but just throw was a little bit low in the dirt, and Hupp wasn't able to make the pickup. So Dunleavy now, the leadoff hitter for Hurricane, now comes to the plate. 3 for 3 on the day. 3 singles and 3 stolen bases. Sounds like a day. First pitch he sees from Ankrum outside. Swung on, and, well, actually it was check swing there, but it was a nice pitch, strike 1. I don't know why he held up on that one.
Taylor down here trying to make sure that the runner does not go.
10 runs on 10 hits for the Redskins. And trying to bring home one more. Hit to the right side. Right fielder making a chase for it. And apparently landed in foul territory for a strike, for a foul ball.
Strike and foul ball. Geese flying over the field now.
They've seen enough. They're flying home.
Well, you never know. Those could be the rally geese.
The rally geese?
Yes. Before you know, you're going to have these little lawn statues on everyone's heads.
That'd be awesome. All right, tapped up in the air. Looks like third baseman Zane Mathis is going to camp underneath this one in foul territory and makes the catch for the third out. First time they were able to get Dunleavy today. So, but now 3 more runs home on 3 hits for the Redskins. So now that makes the score Hurricane 10, PHS 1. We played 4.5. We'll be back with more coverage of Big Red Baseball here on Channel 45. All right, we're back with 5th inning coverage here. Hurricane leading over PHS 10-1. Now Seth Fullerton, leadoff hitter, is now up for PHS. 0 for 2 on the day. So the first pitch he saw was outside for a ball, and he taps it up now to the right fielder who camps underneath it and makes the catch. And quickly out number 1. 0 for 3 on the day for Fullerton now. Now coming to the plate, Sammy McCarthy. First inning, he hit a nice double to the gap, left center gap there. But in the third inning, he struck out. So 1 for 2 on the day for Sammy McCarthy. New pitcher in for Hurricane. That would be number 2, Mike Gramlich. Lefty. Nice curveball, strike one. Mike Gramlich is a junior. Left-handed pitcher. And taps to the shortstop. Shortstop picks it up, throws to first base. Did he pull his foot? No, he did not. Umpire said he kept his foot on the bag, so out number 2.
He may have been influenced by this coach over here. Calling the play right about 5 minutes before it happens. He was halfway down the line, and
coach
the
is always talking out there. Okay, Ben Hupp now up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a double. First pitch he sees from Gramlich. Inside corner, strike one. I think Hupp was trying to act a little bit there, saying that it was a little bit inside, but dancing out of the way. But umpire said, nope, strike one. For the next pitch, high, ball one. Outside. 2-1 the count now on Ben Hupp, the first baseman for PHS. Looks like that was outside once again. I didn't see his arm go up. 3-1 the count. 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Hurricane with a 10-1 lead over PHS. And Ben Hupp with base hit up the middle. Improving his day now at 2 for 3. And now Charlie Taylor coming to the plate. He is now catching, as I said.
Charlie Taylor, also known as Chuck Taylor for his ability. He definitely had some speed and power on him.
Chuck Taylor. They named a shoe after him. He sees his first pitch. High. Nice curveball, but still high, and ball 1 the count now. All right, once again, another ball, 2-0 the count.
They've been throwing a few balls before they finally pitch a good one to Taylor.
And fouled off out of play.
Up, bounces.
Whoa, bounced over a car that time.
Oh, so close.
Cars are having a lucky day today.
I don't know. Is that a good game when you care more about how many cars are hit than runs are scored?
Good point, Brian. Swung on and missed. 2-2 the count. But it is entertaining.
It is.
Except when it's your car. That's not entertaining anymore. Here comes the 2-2 pitch outside. And now the count goes full. 3-2 the count, 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. We got 1 runner on. Ben Hupp with the base hit up the middle, and Charlie Taylor trying to extend this inning for PHS. Next pitch, swung on, tapped out of play, and we're going to try this again.
Oh, car bounces off the bumper of the car, but that's about it. After it already bounced a couple of more times.
Took off the momentum at that point. That's no fun. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch once again outside. Runner was going, but goes as a walk for Charlie Taylor. That makes the second time he's walked today, so he's only 0 for 1 on the day. All right, now coming to the plate is, hey, look who's going to first base.
Jeremy Rhodes.
Jeremy Rhodes. Jeremy Rhodes going into a pinch run at first base for Charlie Taylor. Charlie Taylor is the catcher, so he gets to come back in. This is more of a courtesy runner situation. Now coming to the plate is the pitcher, Wes Ankrum. They took out the DH when they put Charlie Taylor in the catching position, so that took Garrett Meyers out of the game and Wes Ankrum into this spot in the lineup. So lefty hitter takes first pitch. It looks like it was a ball. Got 2 runners on. Let's see if Ankrum can get somebody home here. Swung on and hit, and gets through. Gets to right field. But it was a sharp enough hit where they're. Oh, my. He's gone. He's gone. Oh.
Jeremy Rhodes.
Jeremy Rhodes, what are you doing? It was a sharp hit to right field. So the runner coming around third had to stop. Jeremy Rhodes coming around second base got almost caught. He was almost halfway to third base till he realized where the ball was. He got back just in time. I thought for sure he was hung up. What are you thinking, Jeremy Rhodes?
Does he?
All right, so we got bases loaded now for Brian Jumper. Last time up, he hit a double into the gap. We'd like to see that again right now.
Oh, Geese are coming back into the field.
Oh, nice play by the pitcher. Right back up the middle. And doggone it. Left them loaded.
Well, the Geese are going to fly back out again.
They were like, hey. Man, that was tough right there. Nice tapper back up the middle. Pitcher makes a good play, throws to first base, and gets the third out. All right, we played 5. And right now, Hurricanes still in the lead, 10-1. We'll be back in just 1 minute. You're watching CAS Channel 45's coverage of Big Red Baseball.
I think that's the only reason Rhodes got this job.
Okay, we're back. And we've seen 5 innings of play so far. Hurricanes got 10 runs on 10 hits. Let me tell you something. PHS has got plenty of hits. They have now they've collected 8 hits. They're only able to bring home 1 run. That seems to be the knock on PHS this year. They get the runners on, but they can't get them home. So now leading off the 6th inning will be Bret Barber, the left fielder. He is 1 for 3 on the day. He had a single in that 5-run first inning, but since then he struck out twice.
Brand's in the infield, trying to get them all ready to go here in the 6th inning.
See if they can get psyched up here for the last 2 innings of play. Thing is, they got to stop this onslaught here because if they score any more, they're going to get game's going to get shortened here. Here comes the ball 1 pitch outside. 2-0 the count. For those who are wondering, Ben Hupp is now back at first base. And actually, he wasn't the one taken out. Charlie Taylor was the one taken out. Once again, it's a courtesy runner situation, so Charlie gets to re-enter the game. So he's back in the catching position. And the pitch there was a strike outside corner, so now the count is 2-1. Spirited crowd here at Bennett Stump Field. Next pitch. Hit deep into right field foul territory and out of play.
And hits the bus.
It hit their bus.
Just off the hood, nothing too terrible.
No big deal. 2-2 the count now. Here comes the pitch for Mankrum. Swung on and missed way outside. It goes all the way to the backstop, and he's going to end up at first base. But you hate to see that. You get the strikeout, but you don't get the out. It goes as a strikeout and wild pitch, and runner stays at first base.
Yeah,
that was a good pitch. It was out. I mean, it was, but it just got away from the catcher, Taylor. That's the 3rd time he struck out today, but that's also the 2nd time he's been on base. So, and now coming to the plate is Thor Meeks, and he hits a double play ball. Goes to second baseman. And
he got it.
They got a double play, folks. Nice recovery there. It goes Fullerton, McCarthy to Hupp. 4-6-3 double play. And now the coach. Now the coach for Hurricanes going to come out and do a little arguing here. I don't think he liked the call.
Well, every other call's gone in his favor. Maybe he's thinking that he is the umpire on that side.
It was a nice pick. I mean, the second baseman, Fullerton, did bobble it a little bit, but he made the throw to second, the little relay throw to the shortstop. Nice throw back to Hupp at first base. It was close, but they're winning 10-1. He just needs to shut up.
Strike 1.
All All right, Kyle Blank now up to the plate. He's the first baseman. He's 1 for 3, 2 runs scored on the day. First pitch he saw was a strike, as Brian said. Here comes the next pitch. Popped up and goes right over us. And out of play.
No, I don't think there are any cars back there other than ours.
Yeah, that might have been hitting the CAS van there, possibly. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Blank in the dirt. 1-2 the count.
Not where you need the pitch.
Well, I think with an 0-2 pitch, he was just trying to get him to chase for something there. And Blank showing a little bit of discipline there. Next pitch, he held up. Looked like a good pitch to me.
Yeah, me too.
Waited for that delayed call again, but didn't get it that time.
Looking like he's going to have to throw what he wants.
And tap to the second baseman, gets underneath his glove, goes into right field for another hit.
Once again, not what you need if you're the Big Reds.
That's right. Okay, now coming to the plate will be for the first time Mike Gremlich, I think. Gremlich. This will be the first time he came in relief as pitcher for Justin Henry in the fifth inning. So this will be the first time he's coming up to the plate.
That one missed all the cars. No one was looking. But
Oh, man. Went out of play to the left side. So strike one on Mike Gremlich. Ankrum gives him another pitch. Strike two. I thought they hit the inside corner. Quickly 0-2 the count on the pitcher, Mike Gremlich. And he taps it once again to the second baseman and makes the play. Oh!
calls him safe.
He called him safe?
Calls him safe.
No. Okay, that goes as a E4. Fullerton made the pickup. He was going toward his left. It wasn't a tough play, I don't think, but the throw that he gave to Hupp pulled Hupp off the bag. So extends the inning once again for the Redskins. So now, coming up to the plate is number 4, the shortstop, Matt Richardson. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Two out. Nobody in so far this inning for the Redskins. Big Reds are trying to keep it that way. Next pitch from Ankrum outside and swung on and missed once again. So quickly 0-2 the count. Ankrum has got ahead of the hitters, pretty much every one of the hitters in this inning. But some timely hitting. And also that last error didn't help things either. 0-2 the pitch. Outside once again, hoping that he would chase and did not. So 1-2 the count. Big Reds have got to do their best to keep this run from scoring.
Here late in the game, the Redskins have been disciplined on their hits.
Nice hit. It's lifted into the left field, and left fielder makes the catch. That would be Riker Smith.
Okay.
All right, we're back now. We're watching coverage of Big Red Baseball here on Channel 45, CES Channel 45. And leading off the sixth inning for PHS will be the right fielder, number 7, Kyle Sutphin. Kyle on the day is 1 for 2. He had a single in the fifth inning that brought home the only run for PHS. He waits his first pitch from Mike Gremlich, and he fouls it off over the backstop, strike one. And next pitch, he fouls. It hits into foul territory. First baseman is able to make the catch. And out number 1. Now coming to the plate will be number 27. He's the left fielder, Riker Smith, 1 for 2 on the day.
27, Riker Smith.
Single in the second inning. And first pitch, outside corner, strike one. Swing and a miss, and that must have been a nasty pitch. He got away from the catcher, too. All right, 0-2 now the count on Riker Smith. The next pitch, curveball, a little bit too outside. Swung on and hit up the middle. Nice stop by the pitcher, Grimlich, and he was able to make the throw over to first base, collecting out number 2.
Well, now it's time for the Big Reds. 2 outs. Maybe they can get someone on now.
There you go. Now coming to the plate, number 9 hitter Zane Mathis. He's the third baseman.
Up with that is number 23, Zane Mathis.
He also on the day 1 for 2, single, and he fouled out to the shortstop. Shortstop making a great play on that. First pitch he sees is up in the letters. A little bit of a brushback pitch, strike one, or a ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Quickly 3-0 the count on Zane Mathis.
Pitcher needs to settle down here. It's still 1 more out to go.
And nice pitch down the middle, 3-1 now the count. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and tapped, out of play towards the PHS dugout. Now the count goes full. 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Hurricane 10, PHS 1. Here comes the payoff pitch. And tapped up the middle to the shortstop. He makes the stop, throws over to first base. Nice stop by the first baseman. And out is collected. So, 1-2-3 inning for Hurricane. No runs, no hits, no one left on base after 6 innings of play. Hurricane 10, PHS 1. We'll be back with 7th inning in just 1 minute. All right, we're back to coverage of PHS baseball here on CAS Channel 45. New pitcher now for the Big Reds, Mike Carpenter, number 10, left-hander, coming in to pitch. So that makes Wes Ankram's day is now over. I'll give you his numbers here in a little bit. All right. Okay, this means the DH is now out of the game. Derek Moore, the day is finished. He was 0 for 3 on the day. They're pulling their DH and putting in Parker Lang, who's been playing in the whole game. He's just been playing in a defense-only position, playing at third base. But now Parker Lang is going to get his first shot at the plate today.
Now let's see if we can hit some cars.
That's all we got left is some car hitting, I guess.
That or a PHS comeback.
Well, I'd rather see that.
I don't know. Cars are pretty enticing.
Oh, boy. All right, here comes the first pitch from Carpenter. Outside, ball 1. Ten runs on 11 hits for Hurricane High School today. And the next pitch that Parker Lang sees inside, way inside, almost hit him in the foot. 2-0 now the count. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and hit sharply into left field for a base hit.
Not what is needed right here for the Big Reds.
No kidding. And all I can say, I'm glad he was being hit for this whole time. All right, now coming to the plate. All right, looks like we have a pinch hitter now coming to the plate for the second baseman, Andy Walker. And looks like Eric McMillan. Coming to the plate. So looks like Andy Walker's day is done today. He was 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, and a double. So kind of glad we're seeing somebody new. He had a pretty good day. All right, so here comes the first pitch from Carpenter. Nice pitch, strike one.
Taylor needs to control the ball once it gets to him.
And they had him. Oh, and he's gone. They picked him off. They had him. That throw took a long time getting over there. But they still had a chance to pick him off, and they did that. So nice play by Carpenter. Nice tag by Hupp. So that leadoff base hit is wasted by Parker Lang. He's picked off 1 to 3.
Now 2 strikes on the batter.
2 strikes on McMillan. And apparently a little bit low. I kept waiting for the delayed call. Didn't get it. So 1-2 the count. Strike 3. Nice pitch.
Oh, bobbles the ball, and Coach ends up scooping up in his hat.
All right, we got another pinch hitter coming up here. Chris Holsopple. Now that, my friend, is a name. Number 21, Chris Holsopple, will be the pinch hitter. That means Billy Smith's day is probably done himself. He was 1 for 3 on the day with a single. He was on the base twice because one time he got on by the... Oh, he got hit. I think he got hit. If he didn't get hit, that was amazing. He didn't get hit.
Wait
a second.
What? If he was holding up because he didn't get hit.
He's not running to first base, so you know he didn't get hit. And they're going to sit there and talk it over. They better not award him first base. That pitch was way inside. It could have hit him right in the middle of the back, but it didn't. Huh?
How do you get that? If you get hit, you're going to walk to first base.
They're going to go ahead and give him first base. He did not make a move towards first base. That should have been the telltale sign. I mean, sitting here watching it, I was amazing that he didn't get hit. I thought for sure he did, but when he did not make a move towards first base, then your thought shifted to, well, it didn't hit him. Well, they went ahead and gave it to first base, so you're going to call that a hit by pitch. So now we got a runner at first base. Chris Holsopple will be at first base, and once again, another pinch hitter will be coming in. I believe that was number 14, Jordan Stowers, is now going to be hitting. He'll be pinch hitting for Cam Dunleavy, and I'm pretty much happy. I'm happy to see that. Cam had a good day, 3 for 4, 3 singles, RBI, 1 run scored, and 3 stolen bases. So he was pretty much trouble for the Big Reds all night long. So now Jordan Stowers coming to the plate for the first time. First pitch he sees, strike one. Looks like the Redskins are emptying the bench now. Three straight pinch hitters. Here comes the strike one pitch. Nope, he's going to throw to first base. He's got a tricky motion towards first base. Slow delivery. Kind of makes you look like he's coming home, but then he fires that throw off to first base. All right, here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Swung on and missed. Strike two. 2-0-2 the count now.
Carpenter finally seeing the ball crossing the plate.
All right. Brings the 0-2 pitch home in the dirt. Taylor makes a nice stop on there. Throws the mask off like a good catcher should. But now the count now goes to 1-2. 1 on, 2 out. We're in the top half of the 7th inning here at City Park, Bennett Step Field. Hurricane with the lead 10-1 over PHS. Nice play by Zane Mathis at third. Let's see if he can get the throw over there. Nice throw. Good play.
And that will be the third out for the Big Reds.
There you go.
And we finally hear the fire whistle once
there
again.
There goes the siren. Okay, so we had, all right, no runs home, 1 hit, 1 left on base. So after 6.5 to play, here's the last chance for PHS in the bottom half of the 7th. We'll be back in just 1 minute. You're watching CAS coverage of Big Red Baseball. All right, this is the last chance for the Big Reds, down 10-1 to Hurricane. But they got the top of the order coming up for them now. Seth Fullerton, the second baseman, will be leading off the 7th inning. He is 0 for 3 on the day, strikeout. And a fly out to the right fielder, popped up to the pitcher. First pitch he sees a little bit high, ball 1. Pretty much nothing else we can do now. We got to get some hits, get some runs. A little bit outside that time, ball 2.
And
hit fairly deep into the gap. That's going to drop. Well, it's going to drop in front of the center fielder.
He may have had the option to go to second base, but he held up.
And the throw misses the cutoff person, goes all the way to the third baseman, but Fullerton stays at first base, so he gets a single.
Next up for the Big Reds is number 25, Sammy McCarthy.
Well, they're getting their shots. Started off the way they needed to start it, with a hit. So here comes Sammy McCarthy, the shortstop. 1 for 3 on the day, double, strikeout, and ground out to the shortstop. Here comes the pitch from Gremlich, high and outside, ball 1.
If McCarthy can show what he showed earlier in the game, he might have a home run here. He definitely...
The shot that he had earlier was a shot. I mean, it went all the way to the fence. They're not even covering him at first base, so Fullerton should be able to get a decent lead. Here comes the next pitch, outside in the dirt, 2-0 the count. All right.
Right now is do or die time. You either do it or you don't.
That's right.
No other options.
Here comes the pitch. And that time, nice pitch. Strike 1.
Not enjoying this umpire's slow call here.
Yeah, it kind of makes our job a little bit tougher. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Gremlich. Outside, and snap throw to first base. They got him. Fullerton was hanging off the bag too much. I think that's why they were throwing that outside pitch, just to see if they can get him. That's the second time he's been picked off today.
First baseman did a nice job of blocking him off from an easy way to the base. And
all right, so that goes as a 2-3 pick off there. And oh, man.
He rips one out.
Oh, my gosh.
Sammy going to second.
He will have a definite stand-up double if he tries to go for 3. That's a possibility. And the throw kind of gets away. That makes that pickoff so. I mean, come on. I mean, they're down 9 runs, but come on, that would have been a run right there. A little bit smarter base running out there. So Sammy McCarthy gets Sammy McCarthy gets his second double on the day.
Ben Hupp, the first baseman, up to bat.
1 out. That definitely would have been a run. So here comes Ben Hupp, who's had a big day. 2 for 3, double and a single. He sees his first pitch from Gremlich outside, ball 1. Doggone it, that could have been at least another run. The ball hugged the line. The third baseman had no shot on that one. It was just hit too hard. We got McCarthy second base, Hupp at the plate. His pitch that he sees again is high, 2-0 the count. This pitcher has been throwing a lot of pitches.
A lot of unnecessary pitches as well.
Hit fairly well. It's into the gap, right center, and it looks like the center fielder is going to camp underneath it. Makes the catch. So 2 down.
Someone trying to blow their car horn to deter the fielder, and doesn't work.
All right, so the last chance for the Big Reds will be Charlie Taylor, who is the catcher. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He's walked twice. He's going to try and extend the game here for the Big Reds. First pitch he sees, curveball, a little bit outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Charlie Taylor outside. They're going to try and get him. I'm telling you, the base runners look like they're napping on us out there.
As long as the ball hung in the air there, he might have actually had a chance at third.
Yep. They're just hanging off the bag a little bit too much. And Hurricanes just picking them off left and right. A little bit high on that one, so now the count goes 3-0. McCarthy at second base, 2 outs. We're in the bottom half of the 7th inning here at Parkersburg City Park. Hurricane High School 10, Parkersburg High School 1. And outside, once again, that's the third time that Mr. Taylor has walked today.
Got to wonder what else would happen if he would actually be able to get a hit out there. And Jeremy Rhodes comes in as the pinch runner.
Jeremy Rhodes, pinch runner, courtesy runner once again for Charlie Taylor at first base. And now we have runners at first and second, Rhodes at first, McCarthy at second base. And now a pinch hitter coming up, number 26. I think this now is Justin Williams.
Justin Williams, a senior. Do believe he has some experience, but not too sure how well he is at the hitting department. Hopefully for the Big Reds, he can hit one that'll either or give him a couple of runs.
Jeez, umpire's taking a long time getting the stuff on his card.
Must be marking all the strikes.
Well, it takes a long time for him to say strike 3 too. So I mean, maybe he's just slow. All right, Justin Williams now up to the plate. Seeing his first pitch from Gremlich outside. I tell you, Gremlich he's been a little bit erratic in his relief stint. Tyler, or what was his name? Justin Henry was mowing him down left and right. And he pops it up. It goes into foul territory. The catcher and first baseman are trying to converge.
Almost hits a woman out there in the stands.
There's a woman outside the area taking pictures for Hurricane High School, and she almost got hit right in the top of the head from that foul ball.
Oh, that was close.
No, that would have been exciting. Not good, but exciting nonetheless. 1-1 now the count.
That might have made up for the lack of cars being hit.
Oh, geez. All right. Next pitch outside. 2-1 the count. And fouled off into out of play to the right side. 2-2 still the count. Last chance for the Big Reds. And popped up. This could be a little bit of trouble. Nope. All right, right fielder makes the catch. Folks, that's the ball game. All right, no runs. And 2 hits this inning. And as I said, that is the ball game. All right, so the final score is 10-1. We will be back. Let me give you some final numbers here, and we'll tell you what's going on and the next time we're on the air. So we'll be back in just 1 minute. You're watching CAS coverage of Big Red Baseball on Channel 45. Thank you, sir.